Did you see Bud and Boots going back at it, back and forth a little bit?
I like it.
Yeah, because Terence Crawford was like, listen, man, you had an opportunity to fight me, but bitches, you hit the skirt and went the other way. Mm-hmm. He's like, stop acting like this, that, and the third, like you really wanted it. And then Boots was like, man, listen, you could have fought me, but you decided to drop the IBF title, you know what I mean? So don't even try to act like you wanted this and that. And so we got some
I like it.
I like it.
And I think now, what if Crawford is just becoming a marketing genius? And you lose the belt, you go to fight the guy that didn't fight you because you didn't fight the mandatory, and you go beat him up. Like, he's gonna look even more legendary.
No, I think he's at a stage where he's just really trying to get the biggest that fight. Of course, if it happens, definitely would like to see it. But like Boots really, listen, I don't care if they fight. I'm not one of these people you shouldn't fight. But I do believe one thing. I believe you at least need before you can get it. If a man works so hard and finally becomes undisputed or gains notoriety, this, that, and the third in boxing, especially as hard as it work, I do not believe that all of a sudden, even if you're fighting solid guys, you should just automatically get a title shot. Terence Crawford, it took to 37 to become this, and then all of a sudden it's like, I just need to see Boots get at least one good fighter that we think of.
Barrios.
Yes,
that's why you keep calling that Barrios.
It just
that is a good ass fight though. You was the first person that said that too. After that last Barrios fight, we was like, "Yo,"
I said that and Keith, and then I was like, "I think that fight is like it just kept revving up, and it seemed like that's."
And
the fight
I like that Barrios is younger.
Yeah,
because like Keith could be Keith of 2014, but like
we just need to see you. You can't just keep beating up these guys, this random doing this and that, and then all of a sudden. I do believe you should earn a little bit of it. I'm not one of these people that feel like you got to fight 1 million people and all of this and that. And it's like, dog, like y'all just don't want your favorite fighter would be Crawford or anybody in that position to fight that guy. It's like, but you do. I just feel like you should pay a little more dues. And some people may be trying to avoid him. I believe Keith definitely trying to avoid him and stuff like that. But he's been to me too far inactive. I just feel like. I mean, he hasn't fought in almost a year. By the time I think he fights, it'll be a year. I think he fought in January, right? It was wild early.
Yeah, when he fought Villa, that was a while ago.
And I think technically in the last 2 years, he only fought like once or something, like something weird.
No, if I'm not fought Villa, that might have latest like March, February, like latest.
It was early.
Yeah, it was still cold outside.
It was definitely early. So I'm like, yo, just fight somebody in between time. One thing I have certain things with Canelo, but I always say I'm not going to cook him so much because he's active.
Yeah.
Even when he fight a guy we don't care as much about, I always say, if you're going to fight a dude that we don't care about as much, I don't mind that. You don't have to fight a killer every time as long as you're not going on a string of them or you stretch your fights out long in between. Like, let's say you fight a guy we don't really care about and you don't fight for another 8-9 months. That's something like, all right.
Yeah.
But if the way he's doing it's like, okay, you don't have to fight a killer every time. You fight a good, solid guy. You fight, one of the top guys. Like, I don't have an issue with that. It's activity. Yeah, these dudes are just waiting too long.
But he was fighting with Showtime for a long time, right?
Yeah, Showtime.
I said that already, but maybe after next week's huge fight, the Andrade Benavidez. That's the last Showtime boxing match, right?
I think so. I know it's
Showtime pay-per-view.
But I think it might be the last one too. I could be wrong, but it's definitely
the last Showtime pay-per-view. Yeah.